Erling Haaland took advantage of a major blunder from Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez to score the decisive goal as Manchester City won to return to the Premier League's top four. Sanchez was caught badly out of position as he came out, then tried to scurry back as Haaland tussled with Chelsea defender Trevoh Chalobah to reach Ederson's long punt forward. When Haaland won the physical duel, he deliberately moved the ball onto his left foot before chipping Sanchez for his 18th league goal of the season and his 6th in his last 6 games in all competitions. Phil Foden wrapped up victory 3 minutes from time when he ran on to Haaland's layoff to score his 5th goal in 4 games. The win extended City's unbeaten league run to 6, gave Ederson the notable achievement of becoming the first goalkeeper to claim 2 assists in a single season in 16 years and, more importantly, spared the blushes of £33.6 million debutant Abdulkadir Kusanov, who had been at fault for Chelsea's 3rd-minute opener, when he headed the ball into Nicholas Jackson's path deep into the City half. Jackson's square pass to Noni Madueke gave the forward a tap-in. Foden struck a post and City's other new signing Omar Marmoush had a goal disallowed before Josko Gvardiol equalized as he reacted quickest to finish the rebound after Sanchez had denied Matheus Nunes. After a bright start, during which they failed to take a golden chance to double their lead when Cole Palmer squared a pass too far in front of Jackson, who would have had an open goal to aim at, Chelsea faded and are now without a win in 11 meetings with City. Despite rotating his stellar roster of international attacking players, Enzo Maresca's side did not really threaten to force their way back into the contest once Haaland had struck. Baptism of fire for City debutant Kusanov. The Premier League is an unforgiving environment, as Kusanov found to his cost in a torrid opening 4 minutes of his City career. He must have hoped his initial mistake in heading the ball to Jackson would not end in a goal, but there was no reprieve. And when he gifted possession to Chelsea in his own half shortly afterwards, he knew Cole Palmer had to be taken down at the cost of a yellow card. As baptisms of fire go, this was pretty intense. In mitigation, Kusanov does not speak much English, according to his manager Pep Guardiola. He had 2 training days with his teammates, and one of those was a recovery session after the Paris Saint-Germain game which he was not involved in. Kusanov unsurprisingly looked unsure of what positions he was supposed to be taking up and, when the ball was played out to Jadon Sancho on one Chelsea counter, he needed a long check over his shoulder to see if he was expected to go and close him down. It was incredibly tough for the Premier League's first player from Uzbekistan and he was left blinking hard, almost in disbelief, at the maelstrom he had been thrown into, although, unlike Patrice Evra when he made his debut on this ground 19 years ago, he at least made it out for the second half. It was 8 minutes into the second period when he was replaced by John Stones, getting a hug of congratulation from Guardiola on his way to the dugout. At the other end of the pitch, Marmoush looked more sure of himself and was a genuine threat. What he struggled with was staying onside, which proved particularly costly when he capitalized on Sanchez's failure to hold Ilkay Gundogan's curling shot. When Marmoush stuck the ball into the net, the flag went up. If he had left it for skipper Bernardo Silva, who was right behind him, the goal would have stood. The positive for both players is they have got match number 1 out of the way. The negative for Guardiola is both are ineligible for Wednesday's crucial Champions League encounter with Club Brugge, which City have to win to claim a playoff place.